Good morning, students. So, say your prayer. Thank you. நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். நான் ஒரு நல்ல ஆசிரியர். நான் உங்களுக்கு தாயாகவும் தந்தையாகவும் இருந்து முறையாக அன்போடு கல்வியை போதிப்பேன். Okay, students. So, take your social science book. Take page number 163. So last class we have discussed about food crops. In today's class we will discuss about the cash crops, plantation crops and horticulture crops. Okay, wow. So today's class we will discuss about cash crops. So what are cash crop? So the crops included in cash crops. Then the plantation crops. So the crops included in plantation crops. Then finally about horticulture crops. So and also in which state they are cultivated more. Okay, so in which state? So these crops, so the cash crops, plantation crops and horticulture crops are cultivated more. So we will discuss in this video. So recall what we have discussed in our previous class. So in our previous class we discussed about the major crops cultivated in India. So the four major types. So food crop, cash crop, plantation crop and horticulture crop. So in that we discussed about food crops. So what are the food crops we have discussed? Rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, barley and pulses. So in these crops, so two crops are indigenous plant of Africa. They are native of Africa. So what are they? Jowar and bajra. But rice, it is an indigenous crop of India. So native crop of India. So India, so second largest producer. Then rice is grown in tropical climate. So tropical climate. So with high temperature and high rainfall. So 24 degrees Celsius and 150 centimeter rainfall, annual rainfall. Okay, then so rice in India is sown in three ways. So can you remember that? Broadcasting, ploughing or drilling, then transplanting. Then which state is the leading producer of rice in India? India 2016. West Bengal. Then wheat, which is the leading state? Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so almost the total area, so the agriculture area, so 22%, so the cultivable crop was wheat. So among the total agriculture area, so 22% area was cultivated with wheat. Okay, so then jowar, so the leading state of jowar cultivation was Maharashtra. So especially it was cultivated in the peninsular region. Okay, so jowar, it is provide cheap food to the large section of the poor people. Then bajra, so it is also indigenous plant of Africa, we have told you. Then so its stalks are used as fodder for cattle and for thatching the purposes. Okay, they are cultivated in dry region. So which state is leading in bajra cultivation? Drier region, I have told. Rajasthan. Then barley, so one of the important cereal, and they are used for making barley water, whiskey and brandy. Then Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, so two leading producers of barley. Then pulses, so pulses include a large number of crops. They are used as human food and also feeding cattle. So pulses, so the one important thing is they can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So that's why they are cultivated with other crops. They are rotated with other crops. So India is the largest producer of pulses. So we have discussed these crops. So rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, barley and pulses in our previous class. So today we will move to the next type of crops. So cash, plantation, then horticulture. So first we will discuss about the cash crops. So cash crops, so the crops which are cultivated for commercial purpose are called cash crops. Okay, so the crops which are cultivated for commercial purpose are called cash crops. So these crops include sugarcane, tobacco, fiber crops. So fiber crops means so cotton, jute, etc. Then oil seeds. So commercial crops, so they are cultivated for commercial purpose. Okay, so they were cultivated in order to get cash, so in order to improve the economic status, in order to get money. Okay, so it include sugarcane, tobacco, fiber, then oil seeds. Okay, so first we will say about sugarcane. First sugarcane. It is the second largest producer in the world. So India is the second largest producer of sugarcane in the world. This crop provides raw material for the sugar industry, which is the second largest industrial category of our country. Okay, so sugarcane. So provide raw material for the sugar industry. So sugar industry is the second largest industry of our country. So besides providing sugar, gur and kansari, it supplies molasses for alcohol industry and bagasse for paper industry. So besides providing sugar, gur and kansari, it supplies molasses for alcohol industry and bagasse for paper industry. So India is ranked third in sugar production in the world after Cuba and Brazil. So India is the second largest producer in world. So ranked third in sugar production in the world after Cuba and Brazil. At the state level, Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of sugarcane, followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Sugarcane, it is the second largest producer. Sugarcane is the world's second largest producer. So it was cultivated in second in the world. So this crop provide raw material for the sugar industry, which is the second largest industrial category of our country. So besides providing sugar, so they help in producing kansari gur, that is in Tamil we can say vellam, so natu chakrai, etc. Okay. Then it supplies molasses for alcohol industry. So for alcohol industry it supplies molasses. Then bagasse, so for paper industry. So bagasse, so nothing but, so when you crush the juice from the sugarcane, so what you get? So the left part, so the left sugarcane, so that was called as bagasse. So it was used in paper industry. So India is ranked third in sugar production in the world after Cuba and Brazil. At the state level, Uttar Pradesh is the leading producer of sugarcane, followed by Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. Then cotton. So cotton is the most important cash crop of India. It provides raw materials to the largest industry of India. So India rank second next to China in the production of cotton. So cotton, it is also the important cash crop of India. So provide raw material to the textile industries. Okay, so about 79% of the total area and production in the country were contributed by 4 states. Okay, so cotton cultivation. So 17% total area and production were contributed by 4 states, that is Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Punjab. Okay, so Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Punjab. Okay, so cotton is the most important cash crop of India, so which provide raw material to the largest industry of India. So India rank second next to China in the production of cotton. So sugarcane, so Cuba is the leading country, then second Brazil, then third one India. In cotton production and cultivation, so China stands first and India rank second. So in India, so 4 states were leading in cotton cultivation. So they were Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Punjab. Then jute. So we have discussed about sugarcane and cotton. So jute, it is a tropical fiber crop, grow well in the alluvial soil. So like rice. So rice is also cultivated in tropical region and in loamy alluvial soil, fertile soil. So jute, so like that, it is also a tropical fiber crop, grow well in the alluvial soil. It provide raw material for the jute industry. So jute provide raw material for jute industry. So it is used for manufacturing gunny bags, carpets, hessian, ropes and strings, rugs, clothes, tarpaulins, upholstery, etc. So tarpaulin, so nothing but, so which is used to cover the goods in heavy vehicles like lorry, tempo, etc. Then upholstery, so nothing but, so covering you of the chair, then the sitting materials. Okay, so sometimes in the sofa set and the seats we cover it with some thing, no. So that is the upholstery. Okay, so jute, it is used for manufacturing gunny bags, carpets, hessian, ropes and strings, rugs, cloths, tarpaulins, upholstery, etc. So West Bengal is the leading state both in cultivation and production of jute. So in India, West Bengal is the leading state both in cultivation and production of jute. So the other cultivators of jute are Bihar, Assam, and Meghalaya. So West Bengal is the leading state, while the other states were Bihar, Assam, and Meghalaya. Okay, so sugarcane cultivation, Uttar Pradesh is the leading state. Then cotton, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra, Punjab, especially Gujarat is the leading state. Then jute, so West Bengal is the leading state in cultivation and also production. Then oilseeds. So oilseeds, the premier source of fat in the Indian diet, are derived from the number of crops. Okay, so oilseeds. So the premier source of fat in the Indian diet. Yeah, so we use oil. Yeah, so for our cooking purpose. Yeah. So we get oil from number of crops like groundnut, rapeseed, mustard, sesame, linseed, sunflower, castor seed, cottonseed, niger seed, etc. Yeah. So these provide oil and oil cake, which are used for making lubricants, varnish, medicine, perfume, candles, soaps, manure, and cattle feed. Yeah. So these are things. So these are the crops. So which are used for making. Yeah. So provide oil and oil cake used for making lubricants, varnish, medicine, perfume, candles, soaps, manure, and cattle feed. Yeah. So oil seed. So oil seeds, the premier source of fat in the Indian diet. Yeah. So we get fat. Yeah. So only through this oil seed. Yeah. So that is from crops like groundnut, rapeseed, mustard, sesame, linseed, sunflower, castor seed, cottonseed, niger seed, etc. Yeah. So you know well. So from which plants we get oil? So from groundnut, then also from coconut, then cotton seed, castor seed. Yeah. So like in Tamil we can say எண்ணெய். Okay, that is எள் எண்ணெய், then கடுகு எண்ணெய், then சூரியகாந்தி எண்ணெய், then yeah, பருத்திக்கொட்டை எண்ணெய், etc. Like that we are using now. Yeah, so groundnut, rapeseed, mustard, sesame, linseed, sunflower, castor seed, cotton seed, niger seed, etc. Yeah, so they provide oil and oil cake, yeah, which are used for making lubricants, varnish, medicine, perfume, etc. And also sometimes they are used as manure and cattle feed. Oilseed. Gujarat is the India's largest oilseed producing state. In groundnut production, India is the second largest producer in the world after China. So in oilseed production, so Gujarat is the leading state. So in groundnut cultivation, India stand second. So next to China. So these are the cash crops. So we have discussed. Then the plantation crops. So plantation crops are cultivated for the purpose of export. So cash crops, so they are cultivated for commercial purpose, while the plantation crops, they are cultivated for export purpose. Okay. So these are cultivated in large estate on hilly slopes. So plantation crops are cultivated in hilly region. So tea, coffee, rubber, and spices. So they are the major plantation crops of India. So the crops cultivated in hilly region were so tea, coffee, rubber, and spices. So first tea. So tea is an evergreen plant that mainly grows in tropical and subtropical climate. So tea is an evergreen plant. So tea is a labor intensive and grows faster under light shade. So tea is a labor intensive. Because for plucking the tea leaves we need a labor in large number. Okay, so tea is a labor intensive and grows faster under light shade. So tea plant require high rainfall, but its root cannot tolerate waterlogging. So tea plant require high rainfall. Okay, so but its root cannot tolerate waterlogging. So that's why it was cultivated in hilly region. Okay, so because it was not possible for the logging of water. So two major varieties of tea are cultivated in India. So in India there were two varieties of tea cultivated. So what are they? One is Bohea and another one is Assamica. So Bohea originated from China, Assamica originated from India. So a number of hybrid varieties have been developed by mixing these two. So nowadays, so by mixing these two varieties, that is Bohea and Assamica, so scientists have developed, so the geneticists have developed hybrid varieties, a number of hybrid varieties. India is the second largest producer of tea after China in the world. In the world, India is the second largest producer. In India, Assam is the largest producer of tea. Okay, so so Assam tea, so the famous one in India. Yeah. So other states of tea cultivation, tea producers were Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and West Bengal. Okay, so tea is an evergreen plant that grows in the tropical and subtropical climate. So though tea require high rainfall, its root cannot tolerate waterlogging. Yeah, so there are two major varieties of tea. They are Bohia and Assamica. Yeah, then Assam is the leading producer, so leading cultivator of tea. Then next one, coffee. So coffee is grown in shade and it grows effectively in the altitude between 1000 and 1500 meter above mean sea level. Yeah, so coffee, it is also grow in shade. And also it grows effectively in the altitude between 1000 and 1500 meter above mean sea level. So that is 1500 meter altitude height. Yeah. So there are two main varieties of coffee. They are Arabica. So Arabica is the high quality, so cultivated more in India. Yeah. High quality coffee variety is Arabica. Then inferior quality, that is Robusta. Yeah, so superior quality of coffee which was cultivated more in India was Arabica. Yeah. Inferior quality it was Robusta. Yeah. India is the seventh largest producer of coffee globally. Yeah. So in tea, India stands second. Yeah. But in coffee, India stands seventh position. Okay, ma? So in India, Karnataka is the leading producer of coffee in India. Okay, ma? Almost 71% of coffee so comes from Karnataka. Yeah, and in world, 2.5% contribution was from Karnataka state. Okay, ma? Then rubber. So rubber plantation were first established in Kerala in 1902. Okay, so rubber plantation was first established in Kerala in 1902. It needs hot and wet climate condition, that is temperature about 20 degrees Celsius and rainfall about 300 centimeter. Yeah, so they are cultivated in very heavy rainfall region. Yeah, so most of the land under rubber belongs to small landholders. Yeah, so rubber cultivation, so the land belongs to so small landholders. Yeah, the major rubber growing areas are Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, and Andaman Nicobar Island. So in Tamil Nadu, you can see in the south part of Tamil Nadu, especially in Kanyakumari. So rubber cultivation is dominant there. So apart from Tamil Nadu, Kerala, so the leading state, then Karnataka and Andaman Nicobar Island. So rubber plantation first established in Kerala in 1902. So rubber so need hot and wet climate. So temperature should be about 20 degrees Celsius and rainfall is about 300 centimeter. That is very heavy rainfall region. So in that region only, so rubber can be cultivated. Okay. Then the fourth type of plantation crop, spices. So India has been world famous for its spices since ancient time. So you have studied in history. Okay, that is the Europeans. So came to India for trade, especially for the spice trade only. So spices were very famous in world. So since ancient time, in ninth standard itself you have learned, so especially while studying about the Tamil society. So the Roman ships so came to India, especially came to Tamil Nadu, that is Kerala, for getting the spices. So they gave gold and get the spices. Okay, so India has been world famous for spices since ancient time. So these spices mostly used for flavoring or tempering cooked food. So they are used for decorating, for flavoring. So cooked food and for preparing medicines, dyes, etc. So peppers, chilies, turmeric, ginger, cardamom, clove, and areca nut are the major spices cultivated in India. So Kerala, so the leading producer of spices in India. So Kerala is the leading producer of spices. So spices, India has been world famous for its spices since ancient time. So these spices are used for flavoring or tempering cooked food and for preparing medicines, dyes, etc. So pepper, chili, turmeric, ginger, cardamom, clove, and areca nut are the major spices cultivated in India. Then Kerala is the leading producer of spices in India. Okay, so for every crop, so remember the state, the leading state. So from food crop to horticulture. So you have to learn the leading state. Okay, so in horticulture they didn't mention about any state. But the remaining crops. So you have to remember the state, the leading state name. Okay, Then last one, horticulture crops. So it refers to the cultivation of fruit, flowers and vegetables. Okay, so the horticulture refers to the cultivation of fruits. Okay, so like apple, then banana, orange, like that all fruits, no? Yeah. Then flowers, then vegetables. Yeah. So fruits and vegetables are important supplement to the human diet, as they provide essential mineral, vitamin and fibers required for maintaining health. Yeah. So fruits and vegetables, they are important supplement to the human diet. Yeah, because they provide essential minerals, vitamins and fibers, so required for maintaining health. India is in the second position in the production of fruits and vegetables. Yes, India is the second producer of fruits and vegetables. Okay, okay students, in today's class we will discuss about the remaining three major crops of India. So that is cash crop, plantation crop and horticulture crops. So what are the cash crops? We discussed. Yeah, sugarcane, cotton, jute and oilseed. Then plantation crop, yeah, tea, coffee, rubber, then spices. Okay, then horticulture crops. So we have discussed. Okay, so if you have any doubt in this topic, so please contact me. Then today's textbook reading. So take page number 164. Yeah, read that plantation crops fully. That is, it includes tea, coffee, rubber and spices. Okay, then homework. So take page number 168. Yeah, fifth row answer in brief. Yeah, sixth question, name the seasons of agriculture in India. So take page number 162. So below the page, so you can see a table now, cropping seasons in India. Yeah, so in that, so write that cropping season. Yeah, so Kharif season, June to September, Rabi season, October to March, Jute season, April to June. So this is enough. Yeah, so write the heading as the seasons of agriculture in India and write Kharif season, June to September, Rabi season, October to March, Jute season, April to June. Then seventh, mention the plantation crops of India. So take page number 164. So plantation crops. So first point. So plantation crops are cultivated for the purpose of export. Then second point. So third line. Tea, coffee, rubber and spices are the major plantation crops of India. So this is the answer for seventh question. Okay, so write it neatly and read it well. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.